As I fell asleep last night, I thought about what every teenager thinks about before they go to bed, and that's Logan Paul. And how over the past couple months, this cringe lord turned cringe lord turned cringe lord turned my god he's a sociopath is actually gaining a lot of people's respect back. Yeah, it's weird, but not out of the ordinary. Hear me out. Lots of past controversial YouTubers, given a couple years, are later revered as much more mature and are actually held in a pretty good light. Don't believe me? Just look at someone like this small creator you may have never heard about. The once obnoxious, cringy Let's Player who was basically the Justin Bieber of YouTube back in the day, went through a massive controversy, gained most everyone's respect back over the next couple of years, and is now one of the most liked creators of all time. There's Leafy is Here, one of the fastest growing channels back in the day, turned YouTube villain until he mysteriously disappeared a few years back, but is now weirdly growing some respect back in his absence. But don't get me wrong here, there will always be those who will forever be unlikable douchebags. Take for example the meth addict, or the meth addict, and the sole reason God stays in heaven where it's safe. These guys are obviously beyond saving, but the crazy thing is, that's exactly what we said about Logan Paul. Now I'm not saying that Logan Paul will turn out anything like PewDiePie, but I'm not saying it's impossible. For real, it feels like Logan is going through the exact same motions PewDiePie went through. Once a creator that appealed to mostly kids with their immaturity and not too nuanced content, went through a controversy or two, or three, or whatever, grew from that whole experience and transitioned their content more around their own personality rather than appealing to a certain demographic or to appease a brand. It's straight up eerie how similar these two guys' situations really are. Now, I didn't personally start watching PewDiePie until a few weeks before his, incident, and I had never really enjoyed Logan's vlogs or vines, but I did follow along his journey ever since the whole...
I think there's someone hanging right there.
Yeah, and I'd have to say he's... okay now? See, with PewDiePie's change, he went from cringe but with likable traits to meme lord savior of YouTube. With Logan, he went from sociopath with charisma to more mature sociopath with charisma. It's tricky. I can totally see why people think Logan's changed. Just look at his comments, like to dislike ratio, and views. He's objectively better than he was before his controversy. But the fact that it took him 2+ years for him to finally be getting recognized for his growth leads me to believe that it won't hold on for long. But why do people now have a weird respect towards Logan Paul? You know, after the whole film edit and publish a dead body for his kid audience incident? Well, for that answer, we need to go back to where it all began.
Butthead Street.
Wow, you're a jerk. Don't call back again. Call the cops.
Logan first started out on Vine. What's Vine, you may ask? Well, think TikTok, just minus the child predators. Logan had gotten mega famous off Vine, doing 7-second comedy sketches such as...
Hey, ladies first, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Hold up, dog. I'm not a girl.
Haha. Look, it was a different time back then. You only had 7 seconds each video, so fast, unrelenting, obtrusive, downright anxiety-inducing comedy was the only way to succeed on there. And succeed Logan did, becoming one of the biggest creators on the platform. Until it shut down. Viners spread across the entire internet, with some choosing YouTube and some having no brains. And with Logan being just one of many during the Viner invasion, he decided to stand out amongst all the other Viner refugees by making a vlog channel just like all the other Viner refugees. So started his vlogging days. 1 year, 10 million subscribers, and an ego the size of his merch catalog later, Logan had become a menace on YouTube. Although being seen as the more mature one out of him and his brother, yeah, that wasn't saying much. Logan had kept on daily vlogging, kept on pushing the boundaries, and everything seemed uphill for him until that dreaded day. Oh yeah, and he also filmed a dead body. Not 2 days into 2018, out of either pure idiocy, ego, or hell, why not both, he decided to post a vlog of a dead body under the guise of suicide awareness, which was totally not gonna backfire. If there was even a semblance of respect the internet had for Logan Paul before this, yeah, it was lost, and it was replaced with every YouTuber's worst nightmare. Memes. Logan put out an apology that was totally not written by a PR team, and he took a break from YouTube. Now this is when you take time to recollect, change your whole style, grow as a person, and put out some content that disassociates yourself from that previous self. Nah, f it, he decided to tase a dead fish. His normal style of vlogs came back, and he had seemed to learn no lesson other than controversy equals less views. The dislikes were insane, but what had to be the #1 reason Logan's channel didn't just die off in the next couple months was all thanks to Babatunde, or KSI as you might know him. See, while Logan was getting jiggy with becoming the most hated man on the planet, KSI was beating some guy's ass in a boxing ring, and after he won, he called out Logan. Now, I don't know if Logan knew this would keep his channel from dying, or if he's still an egomaniac, but he decided to take the bait and the beef started roasting. Normal 2018 drama stuff happened, but they actually signed a contract to box each other on August 25th. Logan kept posting, but had never really fallen back into the YouTube groove. He got less views, more dislikes, and started playing Fortnite for some reason, but this KSI beef had kept this colorblind sensations channel from being dead in the water. The fight day had come, and like millions of other fellow felons, Twitch was our best friend that day. We didn't even pay to watch, yet we still got scammed from this fight. This tie and inevitable rematch further cemented Logan's channel in eternal limbo, where it wouldn't die off, but sure as hell would not get the same amount of support that he used to have. Dislikes were up, views were down, his dog died, his bird died, but in the midst of all the weird content he put out and the ancient feeling vlogs, on March 20th, 2019, he put out a little 50-minute video called Flat Earth, to the edge and back.
The wheels on the bus go
Round and round.
Hello. Hi.
This mockumentary had a little something that no one thought Logan Paul was ever capable of. Satire. Go watch it for yourself, it's actually extremely well put together. And a couple months before this was released, news broke that Logan had become a flat earther, and everyone just rolled their eyes at another one of Logan's desperate grabs for attention. But then this released, and it was us that was trolled the whole time. Now, it didn't get many views at the time, and the dislikes were pretty high due to some people either not watching or just leaving the normal dislike. But the comments had seemed to turn around. Some people said they didn't like him, but that this was actually entertaining. Some saying that this changed their mind about him as a whole. And others saying he is stupid. But one thing was clear. Logan still had some talent behind his soulless dead eyes. He even did what all fast-paced, high-energy YouTubers do, and started a podcast? Weird choice there, but it let people see the raw, unfiltered Logan, and sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes...
to use it
She's doing it.
Oh.
Okay, 7 months go by, and the rematch was finally announced. No headgear, 10-ounce gloves, somebody's getting pregnant. You'd think with his absolute massive frame and with being an athlete his whole life, the general public would think he would win, right? No, he was pretty much universally hated on the internet. And although he had the odds with him when it came to bets, KSI's fanbase was much larger and much more loyal than Logan's. And if Logan would lose, it seemed like his career would be over. And he said that. And he lost. He even appealed it. Come on, dude. Appeal came back denied, go figure, and he took a month break off YouTube. And it appeared to be all over. KSI wasn't there to keep his channel alive, and it seemed to be all downhill from there. But then he uploaded. Not the best vlog in the world, but something seemed different. His whole demeanor, attitude, and just general vibe of the vlog felt more genuine. Then he uploaded again. Then again. And again. And damn it! Alright, hear me out. This is an entirely different Logan Paul. Unlike Jake Paul, who just doesn't seem to learn from any of his past mistakes and controversies, Logan seems like he's actually changed. His vlogs are consistently getting more views than anything after the whole Japan fiasco, and his like to dislike ratio is the highest it's ever been. He even released a diss track on Antonio Brown, of all people, and people actually seem to really like it. And it doesn't seem to be only kids that like him anymore. Now this might be a stretch, but I'm gonna make the bold prediction that Logan, in a few years, is gonna go through the PewDiePie transition. His audience will be a bit older than it used to be, and people will respect him a lot more. And yeah, you can say that this was unforgivable, and I sort of agree, but unlike his brother Jake, Logan actually seems to learn from his mistakes. If it's because he wants to grow as a person, or because he knows it's better for business, he actually seems to be growing. Now I can totally see if people still hate him. I'm more indifferent towards him. He hasn't really quite won me over yet, but give him a few years, and I think if he keeps up this current path, he'll be a lot more respected and known as the guy who turned everything around. But given his entire past and all the mistakes he's ever made, if you still hate him, yeah, I don't blame you.